Good morning, guys. Good to see you. Today is day 8 of the 4,000 calorie 21 day challenge. 8 to be great. I'm feeling good today. I've got amazing energy. I woke up with my son Paxton and Carly home, so that felt great. Family is absolutely everything, but I'm on a mission, so we've got to continue marching forward. Yesterday was kind of a mind-blowing day. I weighed in at my starting weight. After gaining a pound, I came right back down to where I started. So today, I don't really feel like there's any way that I could go any lower than my starting weight. So I kind of feel like I've probably gained, my guess is like a pound. What do you guys think? What do you think this scale is going to say? There's only one way to find out. Let's see. What the 147 on the dot. Wow. Okay, my mind was blown yesterday. Now I'm just completely speechless. I've taken in 4,000 calories consistently for the last 7 days. I haven't changed anything with my workouts. Calories in, calories out, right? There's no way that I've burned more than 4,000 calories. That's why I set the calories so high, to make it just impossible for me to exceed the calories in. Oh gosh. Maybe calories in, calories out so far is a fail. It's too early to draw any conclusions. We've still got a long ways to go, but what the hell? I just can't even believe it. I'm below my starting weight by a pound. Honest to God, when I first stepped on the scale at 148, I was like the lowest I've ever weighed, and just to even be below that, I don't have any explanation for it. I feel full though, like my muscles, I feel strong. I feel full, meaning my muscles don't feel flat, you know? So that's a good thing. I'm gonna try and not overthink this. We've got 4,000 calories to get in today. It's gonna be an awesome day, so let's go get our keto coffee.
Mr. Lancer, what will your pleasure be?
Let me take your order, jot it down.
You ain't never been like me.
Life is your restaurant and
I'm your melody.
come on, whisper what it is you want. You ain't never had a friend like me.
So, on a scale between 0 and 10, my appetite is a 0. I have absolutely no desire to eat whatsoever. In fact, I walked into the kitchen, I made my keto coffee, and I walked out of the kitchen and quickly realized that I have to eat something. So I went back into the kitchen. The idea of eating eggs repulsed me. Avocado sounded terrible right now. Macadamia nuts I felt like was gonna be a huge struggle. So I went with 1/4 cup of salted almonds and 2 tablespoons of cream cheese. I hope to God I can put this down. It's probably gonna take me 20 minutes. A few people have asked me about my bowel movements. In the beginning, they were completely fine, and then as I started shifting my strategy to incorporate more oils as a way to get more fat, I kind of noticed things started to change a little bit. I might end up going to get a fiber supplement. It's not too terrible, but just in case. If you're having bowel movement problems, it's interesting because some people come to me and they say, hey, I can't poop when I started keto. And then some people come to me and say, yo, my poop is like liquid. I can't even, it's like diarrhea. So it seems like people are going from one end of the spectrum to the other. I'm like right in the middle right now, but if you need to, you can take a fiber supplement. Also make sure you're getting plenty of green leafy vegetables, which I have not so far on this diet. I've eaten avocados, you know, I'm getting all the vitamins and minerals I need, but I have not really focused much on getting green leafy vegetables. The other thing is, a lot of times people have bad reactions to MCT oil. Like I said, it just goes straight through them. So if that's the case for you, definitely try out the caprylic acid. It's much, much better on your stomach and your digestive system. After I eat these almonds and cream cheese, which God knows how long that's going to take me, and after my keto coffee, I will be at 1,030 calories, which means we have 2,970 calories remaining.
2 hours later.
All right, guys, my appetite is still non-existent, but I must eat. So what I did was I made a piece of salmon. The other night I bulk prepared about 4 fillets of salmon. So all I had to do was pull it out of the refrigerator, pop it in the microwave, along with 5 Swedish meatballs from IKEA. I'm running a little low on those and I might actually go to IKEA just for the meatballs. We also have 1 whole avocado with sea salt, and I decided to put a little bit of salsa on top of my salmon just in case it was dry. That would kind of cut through the dryness. Finally, I forgot to take my supplements again. We've got fish oil, L-carnitine, and a multivitamin. Also, one more thing. I know you guys see me putting salsa on a lot of things like my eggs. Salsa has never kicked me out of ketosis. It's not really enough carbohydrates to get your body to start burning carbs instead of fat. If you're super insulin resistant, you might not want to use salsa, but I've never had a problem with it. It's been an hour and I kid you not, I am sitting in front of the same plate of food. I've actually changed locations. I'm now downstairs with the same plate of food because I'm trying to distract myself by editing and eating at the same time, because I literally could not sit here and look at this without anything else to do and eat. I got through the salmon. My Swedish meatballs are now cold. I have 1/2 of an avocado remaining and I feel like honest to God. This is brutal. I should have just drank my calories. I thought maybe after leg day I would have an appetite, but today's appetite level has been worse than any other day by far. So I'm just gonna power through and finish this. I need some motivation, buddy. I'm so close. Look at all that food we got left, buddy. There's 2 Swedish meatballs. Do you want one of them? This is the very last bite in what has been a long drawn out war with this dish. We're done. Let's find out where we're at. Okay, the current time is 3:00 p.m. I am running way behind schedule. I only have 1,808 calories total so far today. That means remaining I have 2,192. I'm not gonna think about food for a while. I'll probably be drinking my calories for the next meal. Just gonna go hang out with Paxton. I'll check in with you in a little bit. Okay guys, I made my first 1,000 calorie keto shake here. It's Myoplex Ketogenic strawberry banana flavor. We have 4 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. We have 2 tablespoons of brain octane, the caprylic acid. We also have 2 tablespoons of almond butter. 1,000 calories here, buddy. What are you eating? What do you got here? Let me show him. Paxton is having blueberry, pear, and purple carrots. Let's check the macros on these, buddy. All right. Carbohydrates, anybody want to guess? 17 grams. 11 grams of sugar. 0 grams of fat. What? Dude, who's giving you this stuff? And 1 gram of protein. A lot of people ask whether or not my son does keto. Not yet. Cheers. Okay, so with this shake added, that puts us at 2,837 calories. We have 1,163 calories remaining. I'm feeling a little bit better today about all this. And the current macros are 254 grams of fat. It's a lot of fat, dude. 88 grams of protein and 43 grams of net carbs. You know, interestingly enough, babies are actually born in ketosis, and mother's breast milk is highly ketogenic. 75% of the milk is fat. Now I know a lot of women ask, hey, can I do a ketogenic diet while I'm pregnant, while I'm breastfeeding? I personally do not know the answer to that question. You know, it's one of those things where there's not a ton of research out there. I'm not really sure how many women have done it. I would tend to think yes, but I'm absolutely in no way saying it's fine. I would just consult with your doctor. He'll most likely tell you no, but either way, just check with your doctor. I do know that a ketogenic diet has helped many, many women become fertile and have children. A lot of women who suffer from things like PCOS have been able to reverse those symptoms with the use of a ketogenic diet, and there are actually LCHF babies, which stands for low carb, high fat babies. So maybe just do a ton of research on that if you're thinking about whether you can do a ketogenic diet while you're pregnant or while you're nursing. The other thing is, yes, Paxton, you know, he has some of these foods that we're introducing that are very high in carbohydrates. I don't freak out about it. I do find it very interesting. It's kind of alarming to see how quickly glucose and sugar comes into your life, but I'm not going to be overly strict. You know, I'm going to let my son live his life. I'm never going to be the dad that says, no, you can't have this because it's got sugar in it, or hey, you've got to do a keto diet. There's no way in the world I would ever do that. I don't push it on my wife, and I certainly would not push it on my son, but I am going to be cognizant of how much sugar my son does intake, and I'll probably use it more of like a reward. It's super alarming how many kids these days just walk around shoving sugar in their throats. You know, parents either don't know any better, or, you know, they just want to make their kids happy, so they give them sugar. But nonetheless, that's why diabetes in children is skyrocketing in this country. So I will be the father that, you know, doesn't allow my son to just, you know, eat sugar all day long. But I will be the father that's not overly strict with it. And, you know, I don't want my kid hating my guts, obviously. So anyways, I'm going to continue editing here. I love how these vlogs are turning out. I love that you guys are getting a lot out of them. And then, obviously, I'll be eating in a little bit.
8:01 p.m.
All right, we got little man to sleep. The current time is 8 o'clock p.m. I am on to my next meal. I wish I wasn't, but I am. So what we have here is pulled pork. This is actually pre-cooked out of the package from Costco, but I know a lot of local grocery stores now carry this stuff. They have it in brisket, pulled pork, carnitas, and things like that. They're really super easy and convenient. All you have to do is boil them in water for like 15 minutes, and they come out perfect. I put some sea salt on that and some Worcestershire sauce. That's hard to say, Worcestershire sauce. And I also am having some green leafy vegetables. Like I said before, I haven't really focused too much on my green leafy vegetables, trying to bump my fiber intake up a little bit. So we have broccoli covered with cheese. I'm also washing it all down with a glass of unsweetened vanilla almond milk. So let's find out where we are after this meal. All right, we are at 3,547 total calories, which means, this always happens to me, we are at 453 calories remaining, so clearly I'll be eating again. Let's see what the macros are. So currently we are at 78% fat, which is 307 grams. We are at 150 grams of protein and 44 grams of carbohydrates. All right, so I'm chipping away at this meal, and I'm reading through some YouTube comments. Let's see here. David S. says, thoughts on macadamia nut oil? Good question. Macadamia nut oil is amazing. I always take it. I need to go buy some more. But yes, definitely get some macadamia nut oil. Melodious Simmons says, hey, what's your favorite flavor of Myoplex Keto Shake? So currently there's only two flavors. It's cinnamon bun and strawberry banana. If I'm just drinking the shakes, I prefer strawberry banana. I find the cinnamon bun extremely sweet. When I make fat bombs with the Myoplex Keto Shake, which I still have to show you guys how to do, they're incredible, then I use the cinnamon bun. Alex Snow says, Jason is the Tom Brady of keto in the fitness industry. Much love, Alex Snow. Scott Dreyfus says, have you tried exogenous ketones to help speed your way into ketosis? I have tried exogenous ketones once just because of all the hype around it. I do believe in the product. I know it is effective. It does boost ketone levels. It will help you avoid keto flu or get you out of keto flu quicker. There are a lot of therapeutic uses for it. I've seen some pretty amazing research about it. Will it help you lose weight? The manufacturers will tell you yes, because it reduces your appetite, but you gotta understand that exogenous ketones are not the same as endogenous ketones, meaning ketones that your body is producing because of the breakdown of fat. When fat leaves the cell, it goes to your liver, and your liver produces what are called ketones. That's a telltale sign that you're obviously burning fat. Just because you chug a bunch of exogenous ketones that were made in a lab does not mean your body is going to all of a sudden be in ketosis and burn fat. There are some cognitive benefits to exogenous ketones as well. Unfortunately, they're very, very expensive. Andy Dorr says, Jason, do you have any knowledge of BCAAs on keto? Yes, I think I've talked about this before. BCAAs are very important on a ketogenic diet. There is one of the BCAAs that reigns supreme, and that is leucine. Definitely make sure you are getting leucine. If you are taking a BCAA, I highly advise you to get an unflavored BCAA or find a BCAA that is low in sugars. Lizette Rose says, what does your tattoo say on your bicep? I can't show you right now, but it says the biggest risk of all is not taking one. The biggest risk of all is not taking one. That is something that is very true in my life. I'll explain more about my tattoos later. I have another tattoo as well. It's on my forearm here. It says, fortune favors the bold. My pork is getting cold. Jilma Blanco says, Jason, when adapting to keto, do you recommend giving up on dairy, cheeses, and heavy whipping cream? I get the dairy question a lot. I feel like whenever people have a hard time getting into ketosis, the first thing they do is blame dairy. I personally have never had a problem with dairy. I've eaten a tremendous amount of it my entire life. As you just saw, I've been stuffing heavy whipping cream and other forms of dairy down my throat, for the past however many days it's been, and I lost weight. But that's not to say that some people might have bad reactions to lactose in dairy. So if you are having a problem and you want to cut out dairy and see if that works, then by all means do it and see if it helps. The same is kind of true for nuts. Some people kind of blame nuts. Try cutting them out for a week and see if they make any difference. Just kind of experiment around with it. Mike Serrano says, do you eat cottage cheese? Yes, I love cottage cheese. I haven't had cottage cheese in a while. That would be good to add to this diet. Thank you for the suggestion. People think I'm crazy for eating high fats and advising them to go keto. They don't understand. Yeah, it's very difficult to get people to understand. Trust me, hopefully in 10 years from now, everybody will be aware of the benefits of it. But it's very difficult, I know, to get people to understand. You just got to do you. Continually help other people out. Like I said before, just planting a seed. They might think you're crazy now, but when it's necessary for them to change their life, they go to the doctor and the doctor says, yo, you need to lose some weight. Maybe they'll remember that time they spent with you where you said, hey, you should try keto. So don't give up on people, but just understand that people also fear what they don't know. Right? And keto is like the perfect example of that. It's like scary as hell if you just walk up to somebody on the street and be like, hey, I took in 350 grams of fat today. You took in 350 grams of carbs. Which one do you think's worse? They're going to tell me I'm dying of a heart attack tomorrow and that I'm crazy. So it is what it is. Brian Flanagan with the Irish flag as his profile picture says, our Kerrygold butter is the best butter. You got that damn right, buddy. Sebastian says you should add a keto test at the end of each video. Pretty sure you are out of keto. I guess you mean ketosis. Trust me, dude, I'm not out of ketosis, but if you want me to pee on a stick, I will. I guarantee you that it is dark, dark red. I am in full-blown keto. I can feel it. I know when I'm in ketosis. I've been doing this diet for a year. At this point, I know when I'm in ketosis or not. I wish I could take a blood test every single day. I'll probably end up doing that tomorrow, as a matter of fact. I wish those weren't so expensive because they are awesome feedback. Iron Priest 82 says, I like this guy. I'm a deployed member of Air Force doing keto out here. Just got over the keto flu, watching my macros, and I'm feeling pretty good. First of all, thanks for your service, my man. We all really appreciate it. You know, keto will definitely help you. I know you guys do a lot of rigorous training and things like that, a lot of endurance stuff. You need a lot of mental clarity. Stick with it, stay strong. It's gotta be difficult for you to do because I'm sure a lot of your meals are prepared by other people, probably limited options for you. Hopefully a lot of the stuff that I'm doing in these videos gives you some ideas and things like that, but nonetheless, much love, bro. Okay, so I'm gonna finish up these last few bites. I'm gonna go hang out with Carly for a little bit, and you know I'll see you again because we've got a few more calories to take in. All right, you guys probably guessed it. We're gonna get our remaining calories from my chocolate-covered macadamia nuts. Hey, you wanna try one, Car?
Okay.
They're good. And that puts us at 4,007 calories, guys. The macros for this day were 79% fat, which is 355 grams of fat. We had 16% protein, which is 154 grams. That is more protein, I think, that I've taken in the past few days. We had 5% coming from carbohydrates, which was 52 grams. When I subtract out fiber, that is 29 grams of carbs. I've done a really good job every single day keeping the carbs very, very low. Protein has been low as well. Some days I think I touch close to like the 150 range like today, but nonetheless, it was a great day. I had a solid leg day workout. I really only had one down moment today, and that's when I was sitting in front of that salmon. I don't know what it was, but that was brutal. But the energy levels have been great. I'm really, really deep in ketosis, I can tell. I've had a lot of mental clarity, no big energy swings. So all in all, I'm happy. You know, who knows what the scale is gonna say tomorrow morning. Today was, you know, shocking, being below what I started at. I don't really know how to explain it. So at this point, I'm kind of done predicting what's going to happen. The only way to find out is to wake up and see. So I appreciate you guys following along. Again, it means so much to me. This is an epic journey together. Keep pushing hard to reach your goals, guys. Remember that fortune favors the bold. So with that said, keep up the good work and much love.